I want to talk about XLM because this is something that I was gonna discuss. I already talked about the XRP rich list, but let's talk about XLM in general. Just what is it gonna do? This is gonna level the playing field for developing and third world countries in Southeast Asia, South America, Africa. They're gonna have a lot of these financial instruments and tools thanks to the DOT technology found in XLM as a XRP fork. This is gonna be their go-to network. Why? Because this is meant for people. This is for peer-to-peer transactions. This is not business to business or institutional use case like XRP, which has a way higher level of of it being the global reserve currency. This is more like the people's coin. That's what people call this. Essentially, XRP and XLM brothers sisters. These are the chosen cryptos for the new financial system. I don't want to say what world order, but you know what I mean. The future of finance literally relies on, will these succeed, and if they do succeed, this something like this, or this open source tech will be the foundation of what's going to be created to create the new CBDCs, the new digital dollars, digital euros, all that. So if you go to Stellar, the website, you can see how their main goal and mission is to help people, help the unbanked, bank the unbanked. So that's their goal. I believe it's a wholesome use case, and they have a lot of case studies, especially showing how MoneyGram is benefiting from XLM. They have an active partnership and contract. They have many other contracts which a lot of people are not aware of because there's NDAs involved, just like with XRP. There's a lot of things you guys need to look at. You know how XRP has their decentralized exchange called Sologenic or Solo. This has Stellar X, and it has the Stellar term, I believe. So here people can essentially operate with smart contracts and buy into the Ethereum or XLM ecosystem, similarly to how people use Uniswap as the main decentralized exchange or DEX to operate in the Ethereum ecosystem. This is how you can get into the XLM tokenization ecosystem, where people tokenize things on this network, which again is a fork of XRP. This is, a lot of people say because of that it will always live in XRP shadows. I don't believe that. I think that these have many different use cases and roles. The role that XRP has in connecting banks and infrastructure and utilizing the new financial messaging standard, which is the ISO 222, which also XRP is standardized by that same procedure and protocol standard. Then I think that these both have their unique use cases, and features that they can be employed in different areas of life and finance and business. I already mentioned before XLM, people's coin, XRP, the banker's coin. This, in a sense, that just kind of like wraps it up on what they are. Now, with the crypto bubbles, we see that XLM is one of the main coins that hasn't really seen a lot of the upside in today, the week, or in the month, and actually in the year. If you look at it, it's actually down 16% in the year. So there's a lot of appreciation that can happen, possibly because if you get into these prices, 9% or 9 cents, which is literally 90% down of its all-time high. So we have a decent volume, 34 million out of their market cap, which is 100x that, which is almost 3 billion. It's a 1%, 1.26% volume to market cap ratio. This has a lot of potential to run. Half the total max supply of XRP, I believe. I don't know if the max supply is capped at 50 billion, or if it's like, if they can mint more. I'm not sure, or if it's 100 billion as well, just like XRP. But what I do know is that there will never be more than that total amount of whatever they say it is. At least there shouldn't be any more. Otherwise, it would create a lot of issues like inflation and stuff like that with the asset, the digital currency asset. Now, this as a tool can be utilized for a lot of things. I want to interact with, like, here, I want to show you guys something. The white papers right here, the website, you guys can look at all that stuff. CoinMarketCap is a pretty good place to learn the basics about it, like what's going on with the market, price action. But if you guys want to get an in-depth like scenario and like case studies, reports, all that on how this is being utilized and what this will be utilized for in the future, and then look at the actual here, the white paper. So study that, do some studying, guys, about the ISO 222, all those tokens that are in that ecosystem: XLM, XRP, IOTA, Algorand, Quant, these XTC, these are all a part of that ecosystem. So that ecosystem is just like a collaboration between them networks to kind of create like just a better internet of value, one that's more effective and efficient. Because without that, it will fail. Like it doesn't work without cooperation and inclusivity and all that stuff. That kind of just destroys it. Yeah, competition is important. These will compete against each other, but work alongside each other at the same time. If that makes sense. I don't know how else to explain. But essentially, they're just competing, at least in their own use case and unique roles. They're going to compete with other tokens that have similar use cases. But again, I don't think XRP and XLM compete with each other. They don't. They're not even comparable. Other than the fact that it's a fork of XRP's open source XRP ledger code, and it uses the same mechanism for reaching an agreement, which is I think the Byzantine agreement, the Byzantine consensus agreement, something like that, I believe, because they call it the Stellar Consensus Protocol. That's what the Stellar Network is essentially called, like their official name. But yeah, I just call it the XLM network. Owning around 10,000 of this token is literally like $900. So I want to make it a point that it's so cheap, guys, that for every dollar that you spend, let's just say for every dollar, right, you can get 10 XLM coins. I remember the last time I could do this with XRP. Actually, I didn't even purchase XRP around these prices. The last time, the cheapest that I bought XRP for was like when I could get like 4 or 5 XRP per dollar, right? So this is a 20 cent to 25 cent XRP. I don't know when we'll see those prices ever again. I don't know when we'll ever see 4 or 5 cent XLM. So the fact that it's at 9 cents, guys, it's pretty much at the floor level. Like, there's how much more can it go down, right? And if it does go down, that's a huge opportunity for people to buy the dips and DCA their bags. So again, 10,000 of this token is very cheap to buy, $1,000, right, to be invested in this. And you own an amount that if this coin goes up to like anywhere between $50 to $100, which a lot of people are predicting that this could go up there if this is adopted by institutions or banks, which MoneyGram is a big one that's already invested in and partnered up with the Stellar Foundation. And there's going to be many more, guys, because again, this is leveling the playing field, helping unbanked regions, like places where there's a lack of financial instruments and tools for them to be able to establish their businesses online, and they don't have a cheap way, an effective way to transact and everything. So this will level the playing field with them and allow them to operate online. Like increase that globalization essentially of those regions and areas. This is going to be very beneficial. So now will this eventually be utilized to control the world or control and track everything people do, like transactions and stuff? Possibly. But in the meantime, depends on what you use the money. Money is not the it's only the love of money that's the root of all evil. Money in itself is not evil. Money is just a tool. It depends on what you do with that money that matters, right? If you use the money for good or bad, that's up to you. That's up to the person. Same thing with this. This is just an instrument and a tool. For a lot of, that's going to be useful for a lot of people, businesses, small businesses. So again, 10,000 of this, guys, going up to $50, you're looking at something like 500,000, right, in total value. Now this potentially would be impossible for the majority of people. The majority of middle class and lower class people will find it extremely difficult to buy XLM anywhere past, in my opinion, $25 per token. It'll be very hard for them to accumulate a substantial bag of it. So again, the people start getting priced out. The more that every single multiplicative percentage that it goes up, like say it goes up 100%, right, doubles in value to like 20 cents, it becomes harder, more expensive for people to buy into it. It goes up to 50 cents, it's harder. It goes up to $1, now it costs you $10,000 to get 10,000 coins. It goes up to $3, now it costs you 30,000, right? Now not everybody can get that. It costs you a whole brand new car. It goes up to $5, now it's 50k to get 10,000 coins. You know what I mean? So it just makes it more and more hard, and eventually people are just priced out, $25 to $30 a coin, and you say bye bye to the middle class. They're not buying this coin, or at least not a lot of it. So there you go. 10,000 is a good starting bag. It's a good starting position in my opinion. Good moon bag. Not financial advice at all, just my own opinion, guys. That's my disclaimer. I'm just giving you guys what I think, letting you guys know what I think is a respectable bag and starting point for people looking into this, because it's so cheap, guys. 90 cents per token. You're literally buying 10 out of $1. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment if you liked it, and if you have any questions, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you guys later. Peace.